Sovereign International Treasury Monetary 1. Date June 2nd, 2023. Order number 34. We hereby express our respect to you and have the honor to state the following. Sovereign International Treasury Monetary 1 is the owner and manager of the World Account at the World Sovereign Bank as the Order Hospitallers. Account number 01 0001 4 888 C3AM01, distributed among various banks and countries around the world. As a reminder, Sovereign International Treasury Monetary 1 is the owner and manager of the World Account at the World Sovereign Bank of the Order Hospitallers. Account 01 1 700 3516 222 777 888 999, distributed among various banks and countries around the world. As a reminder, Sovereign International Treasury Monetary 1 is absolute owner and manager of assets, including accounts under the names White Spiritual Boy, Spiritual Wonder Boy, Spiritual Wonder Brothers, Morning Star, King David, Prophet Muhammad, Demas and Saint Timothy, White Mongolia, White Vatican, White Eagle, Marie Sinukuan or Divine Crystal, Marie Banahaw or Divine Sunflower, Marie Cristina or Divine Magdalene, Marie Makiling or Divine Ester Egg, Falcon, Alpha Omega, and other accounts placed in all countries around the world. We hereby confirm all previous legal and subordinate international acts approved by the Sovereign International Treasury Monetary 1, namely resolutions and orders, and all other legal and subordinate international acts of the Sovereign International Treasury Monetary 1, in fulfillment of the sacred mission to exit the global financial crisis, the prevention of a third world nuclear war, in order to eliminate the destructive, toxic, and incapacitated debt-fit financial system, and in order to create a light world financial system based on heavenly principles as the gold standard, namely on the sacred spiritual gold of the treasurers of RA, M0, and 1, XCU, as serving the light humanity in its development and prosperity according to the divine law of creation. In fulfillment of the decree number 29, dated March 21st, 2023, and other sovereign, international legal, and sublegal acts as the Sovereign International Treasury Monetary 1 as the norms of international law. By the right of the Supreme Sovereign, Sovereign International Treasury Monetary 1, as the absolute owner and chief regulator of the entire world financial system, as the absolute owner and manager of all world assets, under the exclusive historical right from the creator of the new era, hereby decides to deprive the legal personality, to recognize outside the divine law of creation and outside the law, and declare as the international criminal terrorist community Bilderberg Club and all its owners, participants, organizers, accomplices, and satellites, as well as all family members of the owners, members, participants, organizers, their accomplices and satellites, and the whole history of the Bilderberg Club, members and participants of the Bilderberg Club in 2023. Avram Stacy, CEO, SageWorks Production. Akleitner, Paul M., Chair, Global Advisory Board, Deutsche Bank, A.G. Agrawal. A.J., Professor of Economics, University of Toronto. Alvarez, Jose Manuel, Minister of Foreign Affairs. Altman, Sam, CEO, OpenAI. Alvera, Marco, co-founder, Zero.net, CEO, Tess. Anderson, Magdalena, leader, Social Democrat Party. Applebaum, Anne, staff writer, The Atlantic. Arnett, Jose Luis, managing partner, CMS, Rui Pena and Arnett. Atal, Gabriel, Minister for Public Accounts. Basimao, Francisco Pinto, Chair, Impresa Group. Barbizet, Patrica, Chair and CEO, Tamaris and Associates SAS. Barroso, Jose Manuel, Chair, International Advisors, Goldman Sachs. Batson, Valery, CEO, Amundi SA. Bon, Clement, Minister for Transport. Benson, Sally, Professor of Energy Science and Engineering, Stanford University. Burden, Ben 1, Special Advisor to the Board, Shell plc. Borg, Anna, President and CEO, Vattenfall AB. Barrell, Joseph, Vice President, European Commission. Botin, NP, Group Executive Chair, Bank of Santander S.A. Burla, Albert, Chair and CEO, Pfizer Incorporated. Brassen, Jerstin, CEO, DNB, ASA. Brande, Borge, President, World Economic Forum. Brink, Dolf van den, CEO, Henken N.V. Brad Miller, Martin, CEO, BASF SE. Buberl, Thomas, CEO, XAA SA. Byrne, Thomas, Minister for Sport and Physical Education. Carney, Mark, Vice Chair, Brookfield Asset Management. Cassis, Ignacio, Federal Counsel, Federal Department of Foreign Affairs. Castries, Henry De, President. Institute Mountaingen, Cavoli, Christopher, Supreme Allied Commander Europe. Ceylon, Mehmet Fetih, President, Ankara Policy Center. Chubara, Tarun, Senior Director for Technology and National Security, National Secretary Council. Crujeres, Jose, Chair, Grupo Planeta and Atris Media. Debacere, Conrad, Chair, KBC, Group NV. Disse, Brian, Former Director, National Economic Council. Donahoe, Pascal, President, Eurogroup. Dopfer, Matthias, Chair and CEO, Axel Springer SE. Easterly, Jan, Director, Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency. Economy, Elizabeth, Senior Advisor for China, Department of Commerce. Andrews, Hendrik, Chair, Ottawa Group. Amy, Bernard, Director General for External Security, Ministry of the Armed Forces. Impoli, Juliana Da, Politician, Scientist and Writer, Sciences PO. Andersenales, Jose M., Chair and CEO, Aconia SA. Ericsson, Ovind, President and CEO, Aker, ASA. Ferguson, Niall, Milbank Family Senior Fellow, Stanford University. Fleming, Jeremy, Former Director, GCHQ. Fredrickson, Mette, Prime Minister. Freeland, Christia, Deputy Prime Minister. Garrigue, Belen, Chair and CEO, Mayor KGAA. Gentiloni Paolo, Commissioner for Economy, European Commission. González Pons, Esteban, Vice Chair, European People's Party. De Seth Grenville, Anthony, Chair, AXA. Gulimis, Nikki, Board Member and Co-founder, Nova Credit Incorporated. Griffin, Kenneth, Founder and CEO, Citadel LLC. Gruber, Lily, Anchor, LA7 TV. Gurkanek, Rafid, Professor of Economics, Bilkent University. Hines, Avril D., Director of National Intelligence. Helberstad, Victor, Professor of Economics, Leiden University. Hassabis, Demis, CEO, DeepMind. Hedegaard, Connie, Chair, KR Foundation. Hofreiter, Anton, MP, Chair Committee on European Affairs. Hausen, Madeleine Wong, Editor-in-Chief, Le Temps. Hansen, Christian, CEO, Green Power Denmark. Joshi Shashank, Defense Editor, The Economist. Kayak, Sigrid, Minister of Finance, Deputy Prime Minister. Karp, Alex, CEO, Palantir Technologies Incorporated. Kasparov, Jerry, Chair, Renew Democracy Initiative. Kelly, Kasia, President and Managing Director, Warner Bros. Discovery Poland. Kissinger, Henry A., Chairman, Kissinger Associates Incorporated. Kosh, Omer, Chair, Kosh Holding AS. Kolesnikov, Andrei, Senior Fellow, Carnegie Endowment for International Peace. Kastresha, Wojciech, President, Polish Business Roundtable. Kolkin, Stefan, Senior Fellow, Hoover Institution, Stanford University. Kravis, Henry R., Co-Chairman, KKR, CO Incorporated. Kravis, Marie Hasse, Chair, the Museum of Modern Art. Kudelski, Andrei, Chair and CEO, Kudelski Group SA. Kulebo, Dmitro, Minister of Foreign Affairs. Lemmy, David, Shadow Secretary of State of Foreign Affairs, House of Commons. Layson, Thomas, Chair, Umicore and Media House. Chair DSM, Firmenich AG. Likanen, Erkiki, Chair, IFRS Foundation Trustees, Looney, Bernard, CEO, BP plc, Marian, Sanna, Prime Minister, Mitsola, Roberta, President European Parliament, Mickleswaite, John, Editor-in-Chief, Bloomberg LP, Minton Bettis, Zeni, Editor-in-Chief, The Economist, Mariera, Duarte, Co-founder and Managing Partner, Zeno Partners, Moyo Dambisa, Global Economist, Member, House of Lords, Mundi, Craig J., President, Mundi and Associates LLC, Nadella, Satya, CEO, Microsoft Corporation, O'Leary, Michael, Group CEO, Rainer Group, Arida, Deborah, President and CEO, PSP Investments, Ozal, Soli, Professor, Kadir Has University, Papalexopoulos, Dmitry, Chair, Titan Salmon Group, Treasurer Bilderberg Meetings, Philip, Edward, Mayor, Lehauri, Pottinger, Matthew, Distinguished Visiting Fellow, Hoover Institution, Payane, Patrick, Chair and CEO, Total Energies SE, Rockman, Gideon, Chief Foreign Affairs Commentator, The Financial Times, Ramirez, Pedro J., Director, El Español, Rappert, Rolly Van, Co-founder and Co-chair, CVC Capital Partners, Reiners, Didier, European Commissioner for Justice, Rodgen, Norbert, MP, German Bundestag, Ruti, Mark, Prime Minister, Solomon, Martina, Editor-in-Chief, Courier, Severs, John, Executive Chair, Newbridge Advisory Ltd, Skadlow, Nadia, Senior Fellow, Hudson Institute, Schellenberg, Alexander, Minister for European and International Affairs, Smith, Eric E., former CEO and Chair, Google LLC, Smith, Wolfgang, Head of the Chancellery, Federal Minister for Special Tasks, Sebastian, Nuno, Chair and CEO, Fizai, Sikorsky, Radoslav, MEAP, European Parliament, Silvan, Flippy, CEO, Galp, Stilwell de Andrade, Miguel, CEO, EDP, Stollenberg, Jens, Secretary General, NATO, Subramanian, Arvind, Senior Fellow in International and Public Affairs, Brown University, Tallis, Ashley J., Tata Chair for Strategic Affairs, Karanji Endowment, Seal, Peter, President, Seal Capital LLC, Su Zin, Professor of East Asian Languages and Literatures, Yale University, Tugendhead, Tom, Ministry for State Security, Vedera, Shriti, Chair, Prudential plc, Vasilakis, FTTs, Chair, Agent Group, Valdron, John, President and COO, The Goldman Sachs Group, Incorporated, Wallenberg, Marcus, Chair, Skandinavska and Skilda Banken AB, Wenning, Peter, President and CEO, SML, Holding NV, Wright, Thomas, Senior Director for Strategic Planning, National Security Council, Yang Yan, European China Correspondent, Financial Times, Yergin Daniel, Vice Chair, S&P Global, Janusz Bershin, Journalist, T24 News website. All specialized subjects of the law shall immediately begin criminal investigation with prosecution to the fullest extent of the law and the international norms of criminal law or the International Criminal Terrorist Community Bilderberg Club and its owners, participants, organizers, accomplices, and satellites, as well as all family members of owners, members, participants, organizers, and their accomplices and satellites leading their criminal activities for a long period of life. All types of assets and any property belonging to the International Terrorist Community Bilderberg Club, its owners, participants, organizers, accomplices, and satellites, as well as all family members of the owners, members, participants, organizers, their accomplices, and satellites, are subject to immediate confiscation and transfer to the balance sheet of the Sovereign International Treasury Monetary One, with the subsequent distribution and use for the development of programs and projects of light humanity. In fulfillment of this order, all international and state, counterterrorism and legal, law enforcement organizations, all military organizations, to all actual orders, to all masters of the world system, to all masters of the world financial system, all international and country-controlled organizations, to all missionaries performing a mission before the one God, the All-Creator, bringing light and knowledge to the world, to all world species, Yavi, Navi, Slavi and Pravi, pursuant to the all light, all of heaven, all divine providence, to all great divine providence, all great cosmic forces, all divine armadas, all divine fleets, as well as the great fleet of RA, immediately begin to implement this order in terms of its full implementation. To all bright humanity and all international subjects of law organized on the basis of the principles of popular sovereignty, and observing the principles of popular sovereignty, the Sovereign International Treasury Monetary One strongly recommends that the procedure of self-organization in the country be carried out in order to manifest the supreme people's power of the sovereign and return the sovereign status of their motherland for light, peaceful, and creative development of universal love and friendship throughout the world. Sovereign International Treasury Monetary One recommends a competent and light approach to the issue of self-organization at the system level. The Sovereign International Treasury Monetary One wishes all countries, all clans and tribes, all nations of the world of all bright humanity, the speedy restoration of their bright home under the sovereign flag and the sacred name Motherland in the universal creative construction of our bright world as the universal native temple. Sovereign International Treasury Monetary One firmly confirms this statement, and in the future to impartially and correctly fulfill its light mission to restore justice and build the all-light, all-heavenly system, which should and will faithfully serve the bright humanity, and consequently all God, all Creator, all creative family of the Supreme, as the one all heavenly, all to God, all to the Creator, all creative of all existing, and all non-existent in the creation of all light, all great, all heavenly. Om. His Majesty Alexander, the King of Kings, Vice Spiritual Boy, Secretary General of the Sovereign International Treasury Monetary One, President of Vice Spiritual Boy, RSB Global Corp Incorporated, Grand Intendant of the Sovereign Order of St. Jerusalem, Rose, Malta, the Supreme Sovereign of the Order of the Hospitallers, Chairman of the Board of the World Sovereign Bank of the Order of the Hospitallers,